Hello, today let me just show you some of our progress in our implementation. One of the key resources that we need in the farm is the pig housing. Here we can see two partitions. This is designed to fit 5 hog finishers each if we choose to be intensive. Right now we have 7 piglets, but only 5 is within the proposed financial budget. This pig housing has litter flooring 1 meter deep, following the standards of TESDA Organic Agriculture Production NC2 on the litter composition. The floor spacing, I follow the PAES because we have limited resources. Also, you can see here our DIY pig waters or nipple drinkers and gutters that we use to harvest the rainwater. Next, we have our vermiculture housing. For the substrates here, we use the pig manure from the previous harvest that we had because actually we have another 10 head pig housing we built last year. So that's where we got our pig manure for the initial substrate for the vermiculture. Also, we used the banana trunks from our first harvest of bananas that we also planted last December before the Typhoon Odette. Beside our vermiculture box, we have our stockroom where we store our feeds and tools, and also where we take shelter when it rains hard while we are here in the farm. Beside our stockroom, we have our mini vegetable nursery. We are currently still growing out our seedlings, as you can see, and it's netted to protect the seedlings from the native chickens that are currently free-ranging. These are the chickens that are carrying chicks or brooding at the moment that we cannot put inside the chicken housing that we have. These chickens are actually not part of the activity and financial plan, as these are for my family's consumption. Majority of the chickens inside here are already laying. We will expand the ranging area after everything else here are settled. And lastly, on the key resources in the farm is the water source. We have here a shallow well, a DC pump already connected to the tank there. Currently not connected to the solar panel and battery that we already have because the charge controller is broken. I will have to buy another one soon. Let me show you our banana production. As mentioned earlier, these are planted December last year and now we already started harvesting few bunches. These bananas are also diversified. Majority are lakatan, but we also have 2 to 3 rows of tundan and saba. We have here our hedgerow of Flamidia macrophylla for our source of protein for our animals. Maybe around 6 months we can start harvesting them for our organic feed production. We also have few Madre de Agua, Madre Cacao, and Indigofera already planted. We are currently sowing more Indigofera and Acidipilipil so we can plant them on one side of the rice fields, because right now this area here is surrounded already with forages. We also have here a row of lemongrass and basil we planted few months ago. So right now we can already get planting material for another row of lemongrass. You can see here few marigold and cosmos flowers that I also planted early this year so I can have source of planting material for attracting beneficial insects and for aesthetic purposes. One of the vegetables I started earlier is this winged bean or carabantos. I don't see this in the market right now, so we don't have competition for this. My motivation on planting this is actually I need to diversify my leguminous vegetables because the soil here is quite degraded. So I need legumes to rejuvenate the soil here, or at least a crop that won't worry me with too much fertilizer. Planted together with upland kangkong, fast growing, low maintenance. Here we also have rows of yard long beans, also planted together with kangkong, in demand for stir frying in carinderias in our neighborhood. They always ask me for this. That's all, and Hiraya Manawari, an ancient Filipino phrase which means may your dreams come true.